As we had last left it off, the party faced off against the Black General Slitter, who, having returned to life, fueled by his hatred by the spawn of his vanquishers, did battle with the party, and it was a tough one. Never before had you faced such a foe with such intensity. However, in the end, it was the party that emerged victorious. From there, you were able to take out Slitter's heart from his still beating chest, and there he gave you a cryptic warning. He gleaned in the knowledge that you'd be go searching for his pit and told you where to find it, in the hope that once unleashed, his pit would spread misery amongst the world. And with that, his body once again disintegrated, leaving only bones behind. But his heart in your possession, soon enough, that too disintegrated, revealing a black cube of some kind. It was quite dangerous to the touch, but has now been wrapped up in a cloth and has been transported as best as you can. During this process, however, Lepht and Russ lost their arms, or, in truth, had their arms skeletized down to their elbows. You left the bones behind in the crypt, securing some for yourself as trophies. You made your way back to the palace, to the magnate's palace, and there, with the unconscious cult leader Ulysses in tow, brought them before the magnate and his various councillors. You revealed what you had done, and Nixual Sandscale called for Ulysses' arrest and eventual execution. And that was where we had left it off. So, Ulysses has just been taken away, screaming and crying over the death of his beloved lord. Magnate Nixual Sandscale turns towards the rest of you and says, we have done us a great and a very good power. You have earned our friendship today. So thank you. Do you have any more information in regards to the pit, however?
I think this was relayed. I think
Was
we
it?
I think we told him that it was.
No, we were.
No?
I think I kind of said stuff, and I think we were being deliberately a little bit cryptic about it, and kind of saying that we had instructions to head out to the desert, but not saying like Slitter gave us exact instructions and we're going there now. We kind of left some stuff out.
Yeah. We mentioned it, but it never got explicitly told. We had more leads to follow.
Okay, so if that's the case, Nick Shewell will he will offer any assistance that you could need or want in pursuit of the pit. If you need any scouts, any supplies, or anything to prepare yourselves with. Obviously, he will continue to loan out his greatest champion, Lepht, to you guys, as apparently just by giving him to you for 2 days has already brought about such incredible results that he's excited to see what more you guys can do.
What do we think? We could get some mounts from him, get some supplies, rest up, because Otti looks like she's about to collapse any second now, and head out as soon as we're rested up.
What in the nature of your travel, would it be speed or precision that you will acquire?
I think precision. We don't know exactly where we are going yet. We will have to change direction many times, I'm sure.
Then I can offer you most heartiest of camels, or we can give you a couple of elephants.
Ooh.
Out of character, I really want to ride an elephant, but I think a camel is
Yeah.
probably slightly more practical.
Sandy.
An elephant's going to require a lot of water. Camels can store it all up. So yeah, camels I think would be very much appreciated.
Very good. We shall have our best Bedouin camels prepared for you on the Please, you must rest now, and we'll have a magnificent feast brought to your quarters. As congratulations for, and thank you for ridding us of this terrible, terrible curse.
You're very welcome. We are glad we could help.
So he turns towards Montclair and says, see to it that the guards retrieve the bodies, the bones, from the crypt and take them to a secure location. And Montclair says, yes, Magnate. And he turns around and leaves.
I'd like to quietly grab the magnate for a moment.
Yes, Lepht, yes.
Unfortunately, in our endeavors to retrieve Ulysses and the bones and stop the cult, I did have to slay some of my own Oasis spears. I believe there were 4 that I killed out of mercy, already captured and injured by cultists, but and I'll give him a rough idea of where that kind of combat took place. But
I shall take care of that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Lepht. I am sure that their families are well looked after.
Thank you very much, Magnate.
Lepht. Whilst you were down there in the Red Rocks, the cult of the Black Hand, I believe that they were working in conjunction with 2 unknown parties. I have had reports that there have been dragons seen down there, and that they were paying no attention to the Black Hand. Do you know of anything of this?
I am aware, yes. There were reports, and I believe a black dragon was sighted.
Why dragons?
Unfortunately, no. You would have to speak to the rest of the group to ascertain this. I believe it's something they may know more about.
I see. Also, the Black Hand is far more connected than I originally suspected. If they were the ones in possession of the bones of Slitter this entire time, perhaps they had a backhouse, someone behind them, more than Ulysses.
Just trying to remember, was I made aware of conspiracies deal with Garrick de Blanc? Or was, because that was what the other party had determined, but I don't know if it was necessarily relayed.
I don't remember, I'll be honest.
I think we did say, I think we said a certain general in black armor. And I think the name was mentioned. I think it was like a bloody Garrick or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I think his name was half mentioned.
I believe there was mention of an individual who, as you say, was backing the hand, but again, when we were down there, we were sent on 2 different missions. We split amongst ourselves, some to gather information, others to track the cult. That would likely have been information in the other party's possession. Again, I would recommend speaking to them regarding this.
I would appreciate it if you just keep an eye on this, and when you learn something definite, report to me.
Insight check, please.
Go right ahead. He's a little paranoid. He knows how skilled you are at finding out things for him when he needs to. And if from his eyes and his manner and his depictions and how well you've known Mitchell for a little while now, it just feels like the pressure is on him to root out.
This is overbearing boss rather than shit. They've found out who my co-conspirator is.
Yeah, sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Rest assured, Magnate, I will endeavour to keep eyes and ears out for this information. I'll endeavour to write a full report once the matter has been concluded.
Wonderful, very good. To the rest of you, please rest, relax. The city and the frontier owes you a debt, but it is not over yet. Tomorrow your journey begins to find the lost pit, and we shall finally do away with this cultist menace that plagues our city. And the other councillors just start slowly applauding him.
I almost join him, but I resist.
Can I insight him?
What, Nixual?
Hmm.
Yeah, go right ahead.
As he's like to, get rid of this cultist mess.
He's trying to ride up on our coattails is what he's doing. But you've got no idea.
It's more that I don't trust the man. I don't trust anyone who wants to get rid of something that's powerful.
Well, from your perspective, Arri, Nixual just gave a rather rousing speech.
I am impassioned.
Okay, so what would the party like to do from here?
Half carry out Otti to a room and let her get some rest, I think.
Okay.
Do we want to be looking at this black cube thing, trying to work out what the heck it is?
I honestly think the less people that touch it, the better.
I mean, we don't have to touch it to look at it. Does anyone have any ideas?
Has anybody made any checks against the cube so far?
No.
I don't think
No,
so.
I think we just tucked it away and got out of there.
Well, who has it on their person? Well, who has it in their possession?
I
The
think
bag
it's
of holding, isn't it?
It's
in the bag of
wrapped up
holding.
in the bag of holding at the moment in
Righto.
a couple of layers of
Alright,
fabric we found, I think.
very good. So once you take it out of the bag, then you can start investigating it.
I mean, I've got a spell slot left. Do you want me to try and cast Identify on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you retire to your rooms first.
Yes, definitely go to the rooms first, and I think we'll be having this conversation in the rooms
Right.
about whether we're going to get it out or not.
Will Lepht be there?
No, Lepht is going to try and seek help regarding his arm, but given the lack of clerics, it's more likely going to be some form of amputation.
The best you can get is advice from some witch doctors that say by sleeping in a bed full of leeches, your flesh will regrow overnight. But you don't believe them.
No.
So it will inevitably end up with amputation.
Then he's either going to try and find a doctor or attempt it himself. So that's how he'll kind of just spend.
There are doctors available in the city. You're in for a bit of a rough night, if that's the case. Okay. You will be able to still experience the benefits of a long rest, but you're going to be fucking sore for a while.
Yeah.
Alright. So the rest of the party, however, retires to their conjoined, large, open-aired room where Otti fought off Slovo to protect Verity's body. Now, do you take Otti? Do you take the cube out of the bag?
Yes.
Okay. So you think of it, and it materializes in your hand, and as you pull it, you almost feel there's like a darkness or a pull pulling you back. It's a weird sensation. It doesn't prevent you from taking the cube out of it, but never before have you felt resistance when taking something out of the bag. It's more of like oh god, what was in there sort of thing. However, you get out of the bag, wrapped up in the various rags, and you place it on the marble stone floor. You slowly unwrap it, and revealing the black cube there, and you all surround this black cube on the floor. It is still motionless. It does not look like it's going to blow up, but there we go.
Just in case this is as dangerous as the chest from the heart it came from, I think maybe I could try and touch it quickly, back of the hand test, and hopefully if it is doing damage, it won't do enough to me that quickly, and if it's not, we'll get some more information. And we can
so as you quickly touch the back of your hand, there is an initial sort of sensation. You have previously touched it, haven't you?
Didn't think anyone had. I thought as soon as it.
I think somebody touched the cube with a finger prod or something.
You know it.
I mean, if that happened, I can imagine it was me.
Yeah, because I remember somebody took a point of necrotic damage, and I think it was you, Rich, when that happens.
That sounds about right.
So when you do it, you are expecting this. You are prepared for it, and as you sort of touch the back of the hand, this time you do not take damage because you were prepared for it. It wasn't that jolt of dark necrotic energy lashing out again. You were ready for it. So whilst it's that strange, death-like sensation, like sort of thing, it doesn't hurt you this time.
So just more and more cautiously for slightly longer, a few more back of the hands, and then try and just gently pick it up between two fingers.
As you slowly pick it up between two fingers, there's that you feel an almost like numbing sensation go through your wrists. It's like you feel dirty just picking it up. Also, knowing where it was, not just a few hours ago, doesn't help the picture at all. However, you do not take damage just from picking it up.
Well, it's creepy, it's disgusting, it's making my wrist do very, very weird things, but it doesn't seem to be dangerous to touch at the moment. And I'll just kind of place it back on the floor.
Okay.
Anyone want to do some magic-y things?
I mean, I am pretty, on my last legs anyway. If it's going to hurt me, then I don't particularly want to touch it.
I mean, I can stand there with a potion ready to jam it down your throat if it hurts. It's fine.
I'll not just drink the potion now and then.
Well, yes, but what if it does lots?
Otti, I'll give you a 4th level healing word.
Nice. I was just about to say I'll give you a 2nd level healing spirit, but 4th level
What?
healing word is definitely going to do so much more.
I'm trying to. There's something wrong with my. Oh no, it's
Yes,
okay.
you can, Verity. Yes, you can. So Verity examines it with relatively ease and safety. Verity, you know from your examination of it that it is some form of beacon, like a Rubik's Cube sort of thing. It has multiple combinations in it that align to different variations interpretations of cosmic alignment and planar positions. You get the feeling that if the right combination is put into it, something magical will happen.
And cosmic alignment, does it appear to be? Well, does it appear to do with space, like location of stuff in relation to stars, or more with timing?
No, it was speaking more like location of stars, planetary alignments, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
I
know that
not only that, but also where the foundations of the various planes of existence.
No, because there's some stuff that does that kind of like in space, and there's other things that do that like in time, like 300 years ago the stars were aligned this way and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't seem to. It's not like that. It's a case of it's very hard to describe, but it basically just from the pictographs and the depictions on the cube itself just seems to show cosmic alignment and planar positions.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Verity, you summon the mage hand, and it goes on and it picks up the cube and starts fiddling with it, and you can see that various cogs, various circles on it, down from like large outer circles to very small inner circles, they're all interchangeable. And the mage hand itself can fiddle around with it and start doing something, but you get the feeling that it's going to require an extended period of time to try and decipher some kind of combination from it. Looks like at the moment you're just kind of just fiddling with it, really.
I mean, if you guys are cool, I can like work on it every now and then.
But I want to go.
When I say an extended period of time, I mean something akin to like an hour.
Oh.
Not just an instantaneous thing, sort of thing.
Well, I have a feeling this might be some sort of like key to a portal full of Lovecraftian horrors, potentially. Then maybe we want to leave this till after we're all rested up.
Yeah, we can see if we have any
you
time.
guys want to fight Cthulhu, because I could fight Cthulhu.
We got a Kraken.
We do have a Kraken. We
We need
have
to use
a
the Kraken.
I still rate Cthulhu over a Kraken.
I mean, if you want me to try and see what it is, I can try and like use magic to work it out. I can't remember how long it takes. It's an hour, I think. 10 minutes.
10 minutes to use Identify as a ritual spell.
Thank you. So I can try and work out what it is roughly, and then we can go from there. What I don't want to do is, if it is some sort of horror universe star thing, I do not want to do it here.
No, Identify will literally just tell you what the properties of this thing is.
I meant more the mage hand fiddling than the last two. I think the desert is a good place to do it, but I don't think here is.
Do it over the pit.
That's a worse idea.
See you in the pit.
Well, do you cast Identify over 10 minutes first, Otti?
I will cast Identify over 10 minutes.
Alright. So by the end of those 10 minutes, you learn its properties. I'm going to put it in your inventory, Otti, okay?
Okay.
Bow, bow, bow.
So the rest of you watch as Otti's eyes glow bluish kind of white as sigils and glyphs around her starts pulsating in unison as the cube itself starts floating and tossing and turning in and out of her eyesight as she spends these 10 minutes learning what it is. up to you to reveal whatever information you would like to reveal, Otti.
I am just reading it.
All
I'm trying to decipher it.
right.
I wrap it back up
Okay.
and I put it in my bag, not the bag of holding, in my bag.
All right.
And I'm just going to say to everyone, this is going to help us, but we need to do this out of here.
Okay.
Well, let's get some rest and get out of here then.
Alrighty then. So, you guys turn in for the evening to begin your long rest. Is there anything you guys want to role play with each other over your course of your long rest, or do you guys just want to sleep?
Just want to sleep. I'm on 12 HP.
Can everyone had a long day. Rennas is feeling mostly fine, but, you know.
Okay.
I'm
is
going
weak?
to give my ring to Verity, and I'm going to say, could you put some ink all in my ring, please? And
Bound chicka bow.
I realised how weird that was. I apologise. And
I'll fill
I
your
think-
ring anytime.
fuck's sake.
How many slots does it have?
I think it's only got one level 5. I don't have.
I think it's five levels of slots. So you could put 5 level 1 spells or 1 level 5 or whatever.
I think it had a counter spell
5
in it
level
at
1
one point.
guiding bolts. Choo 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 choo.
I
Or
will,
shield.
I will put a counter
that'd be
spell in there
amazing.
for you. Wait, do I do the wild magic now, or is it when magic is cast?
When you do it now, because
Okay,
you're the one putting the spell slot in there,
so I will put a counter spell in there, level 3.
right?
I'm doing.
All good.
And then we have 2 left.
Misty step.
I will. That's not level 2, is it?
Or
I don't have that anymore because I
No,
have
Misty Step is.
something else.
Oh, of course you don't. Okay.
well, now there's like shield and healing word would be useful.
I was thinking I'll probably put like level 2 cure wounds.
Ah.
So that one is a touch one, but so it's back up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All good.
Phew.
All right. So you guys turn in for the evening, and you have a relatively dreamless night as your bodies collapse under the exhaustion rush. Now that the adrenaline is dying down, oh god, your arm feels achy as fuck. What do you do with the skeletal side of your arm?
To be honest, I think I'd be a bit nervous about it because it is really kind of unknown magic or some kind of like foreign entity or something that's messed with it, and it wasn't entirely normal how it didn't hurt or it didn't bleed and that kind of thing. So I think I would probably be waking up like every hour or something and kind of panicked and checking it, and probably doing the equivalent of like a medicine check on myself or something just to make sure that that it hadn't spread or it looked even worse.
Go ahead and go ahead and make a medicine check for me, please, at advantage.
Okay.
All right. So, in your worry and your constant waking up, you check your arm constantly. There is no spread. It's literally down to your elbow, so not a single speck of skin that went beyond the wound in Slitter has been affected. You get this suspicious feeling that whatever it was extremely powerful necrotic magic. It probably happened instantaneously, which is why you did not feel such a thing. If anything, it kind of looks like it was a very advanced form of mummification, where literally all the juices went out of your body, your skin melted away into dust, and all that remained was gooey, skeleton, but now that goo is gone and all that remains is the skeletal part of the arm.
How much can I move it? Is it like floppy, or is it like?
Yeah, it's very floppy. You can't move it at all. There's no muscle in there at all. Like you can direct it because you can still move your elbow because you've got a little bit of muscle left in your elbow, but beyond here, it's just all skeleton. So yeah.
Well, shit.
So
we're on to rattle in bed.
At some point in the night, can I sneak up to Russ and tie down his fingers except for his middle finger on his bony hand?
Make a stealth check.
Sorry.
And Russ, make a perception check.
Oof.
Sorry, it's been slow. Stealth. Oh, I have bad stealth for someone who tries to do a lot of stupid shit.
You take lessons from
So you're able to get to Russ in a moment where he is in a deeper sleep than normal, and you're able to tie down the fingers, leaving only the middle finger to stay up.
Well, I know who's getting the finger tomorrow.
You'll have no idea who did it. It could have been any one of us. It's definitely
It's
not
obviously
the only person who's always
Verity.
done all the pranks.
Okay, so mechanically, Russ, how this is work is that you can no longer hold anything that requires two hands, and you can only hold one single object at a time. You don't get disadvantage on any attack rolls or anything like that. It's just that, like with your packed weapon, you can't turn it into anything that requires two hands anymore, effectively.
Yeah.
Also, whilst you are armed, I don't think you can cast spells because you need a free hand to cast a spell if you're holding a weapon.
No. So I have. It's both a warlock. It's a packed warlock feature, but it's also a swordsbard feature that I can use my weapon as a spellcasting focus.
It's a focus, yes. However, there's a difference between a focus and being able to. Basically, if the spell requires somatic components, you're not going to be able to do it if you're holding on to something. You need a free hand to do somatics.
Okay. Well, that's not really how I've been playing because I've been having like sword and shield kind of thing.
Really?
Well, no. Well, yeah, because that's from what I understood is that it was specifically swordsbards and hexblade warlocks that didn't need anything that was kind of like warcaster or something.
Hold on.
It does something similar.
Let me look into this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Right. If a hexblade warlock loses an arm, can they still cast spells if holding their packed weapon? Let's have a look.
I'm curious if that's even going to bring up with anything, because unless they're homebrewed, you find that there's not really a lot of lethal damage out there in terms of losing limbs and stuff. D&D web MD, nice.
Spellcasting focus. Yes, you're right. I forgot. So when you cast spells, you cast it through your spellcasting focus. So if your weapon is your spellcasting focus, you cast it through your weapon.
Yeah,
So
no, because
right.
you got me worried for a bit. I thought I was just like completely like pretending I had a feat all along or something, but I thought I could actually do that.
Wiggle your sword to cast spells.
Yeah. Well, what I wanted to do now is, my plan for my bony arm was to basically kind of strap my shield to it. I don't know if I'd hold it very well, but I'd certainly strap it to it and hopefully still be able to do that. And then good hand for swordy stuff.
You're not going to be able to hold your shield with your bony hand.
Okay.
You can only hold one object at a time.
Oh well, no, only holding only the shield, and then sword in the other arm.
Sorry, what did you say?
Left hand shield, right hand sword.
Which hand is it that you stuck into Slitter?
Well, I don't know. I think it was my left hand.
Yeah, so that left hand is effectively treat it as if it's one arm, as in like it can't hold objects anymore.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I could still hold it with that arm.
No, you can't hold anything with that arm anymore. There's like
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's sorry.
So, well, we just think it's safe. Huh. Okay. So I'm just further looking into spellcasting focus and somatic component. Alright, so in the Sage Advice Compendium of D&D Beyond, spellcasters need a freehand access to spell materials components. What else? I'm gonna look into this a little bit further because I'm bogging up the game now, so I do apologise.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys are able to complete your long rest. So you get your HP back, you hit any expended hit die back, and your spell slots back. And if you want to change your prepared spells, now is the time.
I would like to change all of my prepared spells.
Change lock picking to pick locks.
Indeed. Completely different skill.
However, food is brought to your chambers. You have a good hearty meal. And whilst you're still a little sore from yesterday, a couple of like Otti, you still got a couple of cuts on your hands that on your body that they'll go in time. But actually, did anybody get a crit? Did anybody get Did Slitter get a critical attack against anybody?
I want to say someone did. Maybe it was Arri.
I do remember
I
one.
was going to say, it's probably me, because he did fucking savage me a lot.
Just
but, yeah, I'd have to look back at the damage.
because he was a major boss, so or an actual boss. Yeah, I think he did actually, Arri. In which case, Arri, you have acquired a scar.
I got the scar. I'm gonna look super.
It's up to you where you want it and what it looks like.
Gotta be on the face, like a little bit. And when I see
If
it,
you
I'm
want
gonna be like, "Your fucking cultist did this."
It's like where on the face would it be? Like on the cheek or something?
Like, to be honest, it probably wouldn't be on the face. It'd probably be more like if it was gonna. It'd probably be like down there and like a bit onto the collarbone as well.
Okay.
It's like a big old scratch.
So a big scar actually that goes from here down to
well, I'm
there.
only little.
Yeah.
So yeah, from like the cheekbone down to almost the chin and then onto the collarbone.
Alrighty then. New visual representation of Arri. Alright, so the door is knocked on. You guys know that it would be Lepht come to rouse you from your chambers. Lepht, you know that the camels for your departure have been prepared for you and are at the base of the palace.
Fair enough. Obviously, you mentioned for Russ, the two-handed thing. Would the same apply to Lepht? He is a strong individual, so don't know if that would allow any leeway in terms of...
Mechanically, yeah, unfortunately.
That's fine.
I know you're a strong man, it's just a case that the big weapons are just so big you require two hands to effectively wield them. You can pick them up, yeah, but to use them effectively, you require two hands.
That's
Left
fine.
hand, not strong enough.
Indeed. Left arm, not so strong.
Yeah.
Could I change my weapon then, just in the background?
Yeah.
Okay. But otherwise, I'll make that change myself.
No worries.
So yeah, obviously everyone is now aware that Lepht Lepht had his skeleton hand amputated. This isn't something that there's a cleric, waiting back at base to heal up, regenerate. So
do
this
you,
is off.
do you guys feel vulnerable yet?
Nah. Did you make a necklace out of your arm bones?
No, that would be in very poor taste.
Right. So, you got Lepht. You would know that via camel, it will take you 5 days to get to Destiny Canyon, and if from Destiny Canyon it will take you 3 days to get to the Temple of the Fallen. So you're looking at roughly about a week's travel, and this would be on camel.
Fair enough.
Be even longer if it was on foot.
Yeah. But we've got the endless picture of ale, so we've got plenty to drink. It's fine. I think it does water too, but ale's more important.
Once you are prepared, we can set off and begin this hunt, this chase for the pit.
Before you leave, a messenger arrives from Nixual for you, Lepht. A report comes to you on a scroll. And you just, for your eyes only, sir. And he rushes off. Do you want to do the scroll there and then?
Yep. Roll it out.
Nixual reports that the bones of Slitter have been stolen once again, and Montclair is missing.
Never trusted that Montclair. I don't say.
We should grab those bones.
Apparently so. Bloody quick off the mark, these sodding cultists.
Yeah, Lepht would probably deem it relevant for the group to know, so he would share that information.
Okay.
This is somewhat troubling, so I suppose we ought to be keeping an eye out.
Arri, with your keen mind, you would very much recall that Ulysses named Montclair as his benefactor during his ritual. I'm surprised you guys didn't do or say anything about it, because I mentioned it like 5 times throughout the whole couple of sessions.
That what? That she was gonna do? Yeah.
No, Montclair was the guy who sent. He was the one that sent you guys to the Black Hand.
I don't remember that. I'll be completely honest. I don't remember.
I mentioned it like 5 times.
Whoops.
I think I'm just too
We
trusting.
do things the hard way.
Well, there we go. So, yeah, you guys with Arri's knowledge, you guys will be able to put 2 and 2 together, and knowing that Ulysses was captured and is due to be executed, Montclair most likely took what remaining cultists there were, stole the bones, and got the fuck out of Dodge.
We'll hunt him down and kill him another time. To be fair, the safest thing we can do with those bones is stay as far away from them as possible. It was us that made him wake up in the first place.
And speaking of bones, I woke up and found that I was doing that, and then initially I felt angry for about 10 seconds, and then I decided that I actually kind of liked it, so Russ is going to keep it since his arm is useless anyway.
I'm a little bit concerned about going to find where we need to go if potentially someone that we know is going to be following us, trying to find out where we are, trying to find out where this thing is.
The only person that was present when he gave us that riddly direction-y thing was Ulysses.
Ulysses was unconscious when that happened, so.
No, there we go. So even less chance that he knows.
Yep, so
So-
it's just us who know.
And we were deliberately cryptic.
Yeah.
The previous night, just to say that we were going to go looking for it, but not that we were given instructions. And
I will assure you, as a DM, you guys are the only people in the material realm who know how to get to the Forgotten Pit at this time.
I'm assuming that a lot of this journey is going to be across like really open desert.
The dunes. So the first couple of days will mainly be over dunes and the like, until eventually you'll get to more like rocky areas, fissures and the like, and then eventually you'll get to Destiny Canyon. You don't know anything about that, but Lepht, you know that Destiny Canyon was a place where there was some significant battles happened between the Oathsworn Balasar and Slitter back in the day when the invasion first happened. It is a place of death. It has been It's been where the Rangers has sort of focused a lot of their efforts on trying to get rid of the taint, and you can see it, but still, a lot of people avoid that place as they believe it is cursed now. But once you get to that area, you're in like very rocky terrain, and then you start effectively moving on to the Temple of the Fallen, which was built in the last 30 years to honour the lives lost in the frontier during the war.
I just want to say that during like open bits or anything that we're crossing for a while, I make sure we're checking behind us, make sure nobody is following us, no like dust trails in the background that someone else might indicate someone else is following us or moving along the same path.
No worries. So I just want to go back to what I just said. Actually, it wasn't built; it was destroyed but rebuilt in the last 30 years.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys head down. You find your camels. You mount them. They're there chewing some hay sticks. Some of them spit. Arri, to you, camels are fucking big. They're like really big.
To be fair, I think to the normal humans, camels are pretty fucking big.
Do you want to get on and off, Harry?
Yeah. Mm.
But I'll burst out laughing. But then assist you if you actually want to. Probably not.
I'll
like
kind of punch you in the thigh a little bit. Like, stop being a prick. Help.
Wow. I will help you up onto the camels. And off the camels.
I'll need help because I've only got one arm to haul up, but I'm probably athletic enough. I don't know.
So, Harry, you with assistance, you mount your camel. Your camel just looks round towards you with its lazy eyes. Russ, you get some assistance to get onto yours. The thing you'll notice, Russ, is that your camel just has quite a few flies swarming around it, and you don't notice the flies like landing on your skeletal arm because you can't feel it anymore. So you just notice down that there's just some flies crawling in and around your arm. It's like a really sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm not look at cauterizing that.
Might need to bag it up.
Lepht, you get on your camel. Does not appreciate your weight.
Rude.
Does Lepht have a left arm?
No, he cut his left arm off.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know if that actually went ahead.
Yeah.
Otti, you're also quite a big, strong woman. So when you mount your camel, it also goes. Doesn't appreciate the armor.
How rude. Camels judging people on their weight.
Rennas and Verity, you guys are able to mount your camels without much issues. Oh, okay, Verity, so you go by broom. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Do you still take your assigned camel just to carry your supplies? Or do you let it stay?
Probably be for the best to just have
Yeah.
one spare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cocky cocky.
You've broken a broom before, after all.
Alright. So, everybody who's currently on a camel, can I just get a quick annual handling check from you guys? Just to see how well you ride.
It seems like it'll
camels.
go well. I mean, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, no, you guys are fine, especially Otti and Arri. You're like a little bit nervous, but the camels trot along on occasion, their tails swipping and like whipping themselves on occasion. As you sort of go by, you see some of the boys in the frontier. They're like, "Hey, hey, hey, hey!" And they'll run up to the camels and they'll start throwing stones at the camels. The camels don't seem to notice or care. The camels just keep on going.
I shout back at them. Oi!
Yeah. Oi! What do you think you're doing?
Get away from Sandy!
And they run away. Lepht. It's just the culture here. People think it's good luck to throw stones at camels.
I think we
Is
should
it
look
though?
for stones at children.
So it's an Egyptian thing, actually. That's how I know.
When you say throwing, are they just like throwing them towards, or are they proper like pelting them with stones?
Like they'll actually throw the stones onto the sides of the creatures. Like they'll actually hit the camels with the stones. Not big stones, like small little pebble stones.
Oh, okay.
They've got like a brick and they're throwing them.
No,
they're
they're
like
not throwing
them
bricks.
through the
They're
car
not throwing
windows.
bricks at the camels. They're not fucking Conan here. So you guys ride the camels out of the main entrance of the frontier. Actually, no, sorry. So there are several main entrances. To get to where you're going, you would need to go out of the north west entrance, away from Shanty Shield and West Town, and onto the realm of the frontier itself. Alright, so you guys have got enough. You got that endless decanter of water, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys don't have to worry about that. So now it's just a case of surviving the hostile landscape that is the frontier. So for your first day of travel, can I get a Constitution saving throws from everybody, please?
6 sounds like it'll pass. Should be fine.
Rennas and Arri, by the end of the first day, you fucking hate this heat, and you will both take a point of exhaustion.
Well, that is unpleasant.
After about a day's worth of travelling, like in the evening as we're sort of camping, I'm trying to find the map. How
Yeah.
far on the outside the city would we have gotten?
About a day's travel if you're looking for somewhere to camp.
I meant sort of map-wise.
Map-wise, you'd be basically there.
Okay. As we're sort of wrapping up the day, and I'll let everyone know what the box does.
Dun dun dun.
I'll just say that if you kind of twizzle it for a significant amount of time, you kind of make a beacon of a spot hidden in the realm you are in that has been tainted by demons. It lasts about a minute, but there's some chance it can go quite far out. So I reckon we do a couple of days of travelling and then we mess with the Rubik's Cube.
Sounds like fun, I guess.
Okay. Alright, so. I will let you guys decide who would like to roll a d20 for me.
Me.
No, Rich, you will kill us all.
You want over 10.
I'm doing it.
Ooh.
Thanks, Rich. Fuck's sake, Rich.
Who let me roll?
Okay. Alright then.
You did!
Okay, straight off the bat, here we go. Alright, Rennas, can you roll another d20 for me, please?
We're hoping for this time.
See what happens.
12 black dragons emerge from the ground somehow.
12 Garistros.
Yeah, walk in the park.
Alrighty then. So, travelling among the dunes. Before the day is out, before you've looking for somewhere to camp, you can hear over one of the larger dunes the sounds of combat. You can hear like and sounds of like and running and the like, or not running, but like sounds of combat basically.
Try and get at the dune to try and get a look at what's going on.
Right, so you get your camel to ride up there as quickly as possible, and you look down, Rennas. Can you make a perception check for me, please? Because you do see something quite off in the distance. I just want to see how well you see it. Okay, you can see a travelling caravan that is currently being attacked by what appears to be some abominations. You've seen these creatures before. They appear to be Yuan-Tis and a Medusa. There's probably about 10 people down there, so 3 of them have already been turned to stone.
There's a caravan being attacked. There's a Medusa. Hide your eyes. And I set my camel off and I'm off towards them.
Do you guys rush him?
Yeah,
Guess
we
so.
need to go and help the caravan.
Okie dokie. Please give me 3 minutes. I just need to actually set up the map because this is actually a random encounter. So I've just got to get the tokens out.
God damn it, Rich.
Yay, I broke D&D.
Yeah.
I am going to run away for 2 minutes and use these 3 minutes to have a wee.
Yeah, do that.
And Jack, how combat will go for me is I looked at the spellcasting focus and I think I can use my sword and cast spells through it, and that's fine,
Right.
and use somatic command.
Yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
as normal as we have
Yeah.
been so far,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna look into it properly.
Yes, but what I am
after
doing,
session.
what I am doing is I'm dropping. Well, I can't use my shield in my left hand anymore.
Right.
So I will be letting that go. So I will have a
Okay,
lower
okay.
AC.
No worries.
While it's quiet, Does anyone know where I can get cheapish dragon minis?
Do you have a 3D printer?
No, I am poor. Hence why I said cheapish.
I do have a 3D printer, a spare one, if you want to borrow it.
It just depends how much work it's going to be. The trying to centerpiece wedding things, and I'm just failing.
The only reason I ask is because there was a time when I knew of a link where a guy made a couple hundred STL files of.
Yeah, I have that link saved. Yeah. I can send that to you if you want it. But...
So basically, they're completely free templates for 3D printing that this guy just made and put out there, basically.
Yeah, I really enjoyed him for doing that. So,
in terms of actually just buying the minis, though, I'm not a clue.
See, I can't get into 3D printing whilst I live in a relatively enclosed house with kids around, basically. So.
Oh, excuse me.
The cat jumps at the exact moment that you hiccuped then.
Maybe it jumped because of my hiccup.
Oh, yeah, she is a little bit limpy at the moment.
Oh, let's get the actual player characters in there. There we go.
I've got some dragons here from where I'd bought previously. They tend to be quite small, but not bad. And there's a bunch of different sizes.
I shall have a quick look at that, thank you. First one, 350 quid.
No, that's the only one that's 350 quid. Most of them are like 8 or 4.
To be fair, that is gargantuan Tiamat, so...
Yeah, it's just the fact that the first one I was like...
I know.
350 quid. Yeah, I think I've got a couple of the... come on, cat. The minis, the druid, I want to say, from that set. Come on, come on, Raph. Come on. Oh, she's such an idiot.
But I think you can also, there are also services probably in your local town that do have 3D printers, and if you download you know, like a template for the 3D printer, you can probably mass order something and just not pay that much.
Alrighty then. So, do you guys take your camels into battle with you?
No, I would be jumping off mine in a dramatic somersault / death from above move.
Yeah, I want my camel to stay safe.
Okay.
Poor Sandy.
Alrighty then. So you guys charge into battle just as the last of the like civilians sort of are backing up against them. You can see the snake-headed Yuan-Tis with like poison-laden daggers moving closer in towards it. And the Medusa sort of stepping back just says, "Kill them now, I'm bored." And that's when you guys burst onto the scene.
Dun dun dun.
Can I get initiative, please?
There's lions.
Fuck you, Wesley.
So, thanks to Rennas' warnings, you know that there is a Medusa on site, and you shouldn't look at her. I left Otti, Russ, Rennas. They're just just need Verity. Very good. Alrighty then. So top of the round will be Arri.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go forward a little bit. And I am going to shoot this guy.
Alrighty then.
Why
Make an
not?
attack roll.
Mr. URT is gonna be shot with a squib.
He's not
There's
wearing any
27.
armor. He's not wearing any armor, so that definitely hits.
Okay, and we'll go with that.
Nice. So the arrow flies forward, hits him square in the back. You can see his serpentine head squirt round. Like they hiss at you, and Medusa says, "Retrieve the item now!"
And I will blow him a kiss as a free action, and I will shoot him again.
Very good.
Because,
That's
antagonistic
another
bitch
hit.
over here.
Hey, that's another 17 points of damage. Another arrow flies forward, hits him square in the chest, and he actually kind of gets embedded. He blasts down into the sand a little bit. He has to sort of climb his way out. He's not used to being struck with such force before.
And that will be me.
Okie dokie. Right, so it is the Yuan-T's turn. So they will immediately move around. So the one at the top there is going to fire their longbow down at you, Arrabella. Make 2 attacks against you. 7 and 8. Yeah, 2 misses. into the sand. This one here is going to turn around. That one that you shot is going to get a little bit closer towards you, and is going to start saying, "I suggest you walk away." Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please? That is a save against suggestion. This one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's rushing up towards you with his... he's going to make a scimitar attack against you, and then he's going to make a bite attack against you. Natural one. Fucking hell. I've made 4 attacks, and the highest one so far has been a 4. Fucking hell. It's just not my day to attack you, Arrabella, is it? Alright. Okay, these guys are going to move
Payback
down
for
here.
last time, when you fucking annihilated me in like 2 rounds.
Yeah. Alright, Rennas, you are going to get 2 longbow attacks.
Bring it on.
22 and 8.
Oh, fucking course. You roll an 8 against Meg and a 22 against me. Yeah, 22
Right.
hits.
So that's 5 points of piercing damage plus 8 poison damage against you.
But just as it hits, I uncannily dodge it.
Very good. And 1 shot against Russ and 1 shot against Otti. So here is Russ's.
Great.
Oh, and here's Otti's.
You can tell who
Yes.
Jack's favourite is, can't you?
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay. Alright, so Otti, you will take 10 piercing and 9 poison damage. Russ, you will take... Oh dear, I think it was 4, 6 piercing. And 12 poison for 18 damage in total. That's the Yuan-T's turn. Now, the lions are going to charge in. Roar! So they have got pack tactics, so they're going to move in here and here, and they're going to attack Arrabella at advantage because she's the closest. And they're going to do their pounce on her as well. Here comes the claw attacks against you. 23 and natural 20. Well,
Yeah,
lions
go for
get you. Alright, so can you get 2 strength saving throws from you, please, Arrabella? You
Yep.
take 8, 2, 4, 8 and 7. Yeah, so despite the fact that these 2 lions pounce on you, this tiny little halfling is able to grab their paws and throw them off of her, and the lions stumble backwards, surprised at the sheer resilience of this tiny little morsel. But yes, you take 8 and 7 points of slashing damage together. Yes.
Okay.
Right,
Oh,
Lepht,
15.
you're up.
So Lepht will. Here's the best cluster of enemies. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Lepht will scoot past there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I assume I'll take attack opportunity.
Yeah, that lion will take a quick bite attack towards you. It won't be at advantage. Actually, no, it would, because you would be next to Yanti when you move past. So, 20.
That's a hit.
You take 9 piercing damage.
And at that point, I will use one of my fighter actions, which is fighting spirit.
Yep.
So that was 9 damage. So that is 3, 1, 4, 7. I gain 10 temporary HP. And I'd like to make 3 attacks against the UNT.
Go right ahead.
1.
That is just a hit.
3.
The 12 is just a hit.
Lovely.
I'm not wearing any armor.
And 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, sorry, those should have all been an advantage. Hee. Let me just
see if you can fish for crits.
Nope, no crits.
No. So that's 21, 28 damage against him. Lovely. So you rush up behind him and start cutting into him. He is not happy and he's looking very hurt.
But that is me.
Alright. Otti, you're up.
I'm going to come around this side. That's the arrow and not me moving my token. I'm going to come around this side of the lion. And I'm going to attack this lion with my axe. Where's my sheep? There's my sheep. For 20.
20 definitely hits the lion.
No rage damage on that.
So it's 10 slashing damage.
Yep.
It roars at you in pain.
Next attack, 17.
Another hit.
For 13 damage.
This one, you embed Hut into its side. It starts whimpering and like sort of backing away from you. It's looking real hurt.
I'm going to do one more swing then. For 16.
That's a hit as well.
For 14.
And with that, you swing axe into the side of its head. And the lion just falls down to the ground and ceases to be.
And I'm going to look over to this UNT and I'm just going to just death stare it. Look what I can do!
Okay. Right, it's the Medusa's turn. Right. Right, so the Medusa is going to move here. So now you can all see her. And she is going to... She's going to move here, and she's going to make 2 attacks against the people there. Hits. Yeah, both of those people are eliminated. And she shouts out to the water remaining survivors, "You will give it back to me!" That is her turn. So, Russ, it is your turn. You're not within 30 feet of her, I think. Let me just check. You're just outside, that's fine. Okay, it's your turn, Russ.
I am going to just quadruple Eldritch Blast. I'm going to shoot 2 at the Medusa to start.
Yep. That's a hit. That is also a hit.
Okay.
23 points of force damage. So, you can see her hair coils into itself from the pain.
Does she look okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll give her 2 more.
Okay. Another hit. Very good. So that's another 24 points of force damage. So yeah, the Eldritch Blast fly towards her. And like she's almost blasted off of her feet down onto the ground, almost knocked prone from the sheer force of the attack. She sort of spins around and says, "Kill them!"
And I will use my bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Rennas.
Okay, how do you inspire him?
I'll just be like, shoot her down. She needs to go.
Alright then. Rennas, you're up.
Fortunately, Rennas has other plans. Seeing that lion down and the other one still on Arri, he is going to run over, jump off the top of this lion.
Yep.
To come down, daggers blazing. I mean, really, I've just moved around there, but yeah, coming down, trying to stab that lion in the face, trying to get him off Arri.
Alrighty then, make an attack roll.
17 to hit.
is hit. Sneak attack applies.
Winner. Take 51 points of damage. Look at that sneak. That's one of my best sneaks.
Yeah. Like, that's an instant kill. How do you want to kill the lion, man, with that instant kill?
So as I dive off the lion, I just like kind of reach round, and you see just like my arms go round the lion. It looks like I'm just trying to get him in a headlock, but then my wrist just snaps back, and my blade slices through its throat and pisses out with blood all over Arri. Sorry. And I just step to the side.
Arri, you get a lion bloodbath. Or blood shower.
So Arri isn't actually ginger, it's just all the dried blood.
It makes a lot of sense.
Nice.
And then I'm going to turn towards Medusa, but I'm going to have my shield in between me and her, so I can't.
So you can't see her eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, Verity, you're up.
It's me, Verity.
Ooh.
So, I'm gonna, on my broom, I'm gonna fly, I don't know, like somewhere over here.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. That's just go there, up here, all the way, and just like shoot I don't know, a guiding bolt at the Medusa.
Alrighty then, make a ranged spell attack, please.
Spell attack. Everything's so slow. It's 13.
24 is a hit, but the wagon is going to counterspell you.
The wagon?
No,
don't worry.
I counterspell the wagon.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a wagoner.
Alright, that's definitely a hit, Verity. What level are you casting it at?
I was just gonna do like the regular level 1.
Sure. So that's 3d, or is it 4d6? 4d6, yes. 4d6. Plus your charisma bonus because of your special warlocky skills.
Yeah, because of my radiant soul.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
right.
radiant.
Yeah. She's a light in everyone's lives.
D6.
17 points of radiant damage towards her. So as she gets struck with it, you can see one of her like hair coils where the snakes is literally just bursts into Holy Face. The other snakes bite and rip it out so it doesn't spread to the rest of them. And you can see she's like glowing now. She's like illuminated, and the next attack against her has advantage.
I rolled wild magic.
All right, roll a d100 for me. Let's go. Let's go, Garistro. Let's go. Let's go. 41. What do we got? What do we got?
Oh God, what have you done to us, Verity?
Let's fucking do this. Let's fucking do this. Me files. Where are we? Wild Magic Surge list. 41.
Classic Verity.
What we got? What we got? And as Verity does this, as she flies over there, you immediately lose sight on her. As she turns into a potted plant. And
Oh, not again!
how high up were you, Verity?
I was just like flying on like above the rocks a little bit.
Okay, so you fall down. You don't take any You don't take any damage, but your pot does take a little bit of a crack, I'd imagine, because you're very vulnerable to everything at the moment. So yeah,
I'm like a little aloe vera plant.
Yep, there we go. So Verity is a plant. Okay, Arrabella, it's your turn.
On initiative 0, I would like my broken second turn, please.
Yeah. It's broken already. I know.
And I am charging Medusa face.
She's got. Since you're starting within 30 feet of you, she's going to force you to make the save unless you choose to like look away.
Well, I've got my shield in between me and her, so I can't see her face.
So basically, you're choosing to be blinded against her. Because this is the thing with Medusas. You either choose not to look at them and take the disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't see. If you're not looking at her, you have disadvantage on your attack rolls. You know she's there.
Okay.
But you have advantage because of guiding bolt. So
I know, but I won't get sneak attack. But it's fine. Understanding how my powers work, as I run towards her, I whip out my...
That's the skill there.
Right,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Nope, I will whip out Rennas' Purple Death and activate it.
Okay.
I will run up and give her a quick stab in the face. Or stab in the gut, because I can't see her face.
So just make a regular attack roll, please. 24 hits.
Oh, sorry, ignore the sneak. So it's just 48. Just 48.
Just 48. She needs to make
with
a
a DC 19
doesn't she?
con. Sorry, yeah.
She fails.
Mwahaha.
So that's 10 and 38. So yeah, it's 48 points of damage against her. How do you want to kill the Medusa?
Yes! Just like a blood.
Sorry, I misread her health completely. She's still alive, technically.
Oh, I was so excited.
Sorry about that. But yeah, you really fucking hurt her as the dagger sinks into her chest and the poison spreads out. You can see many of her hair just shrivels and dies from it, and she screams out in agony as she pushes you away. Ah! Okay. Right, so that's your turn.
That will be me, yes.
Right, Arri, you're up. So, you are within 30 feet. Will you avert your gaze away from the Medusa?
I'm looking at the UNT that's right in front of me.
Alright, so then you don't have to make the save then, because you're looking away from it, just to clarify.
Yeah, that's not a problem. My immediate threat is my focus right now.
Very good.
I am going to be getting out my dagger, my +3 dagger, and I'm gonna attempt to do a slash.
That is definitely a hit. Roll damage. 12 piercing damage. Lovely. So yeah, so you spin the dagger around with your hands and you just cut into it. You did not appreciate that.
And I'll do another one.
Right. And then you do a quick
one up
back.
on that 20.
Nice. And you do a quick backflip towards his face. 13.
Oh,
You
my
slash
damage.
through his face, half blinding him in the process. He steps back. He's very hurt, but he's still alive.
Okay, that'll be me.
Alrighty then. It is now the U1T's turn. So, that U1T is going to fire down towards you, Rennas, with 2 longbow attacks. 22 and 13.
Hit and a miss.
So you will take 9 plus 7 of damage.
I will take it like a champ.
Very good. This guy is going to come here and he's going to look at you, Rennas. He's going to say, I suggest you look at our lady. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please? You save.
Boom. Yes, I can. Thank God for slippery mind.
Right, this Y is going to move here. To make 2 attacks against you, Otti. So, scimitar and bite.
Fuck's sake,
hell.
Jack! Really?
Fucking hell!
Oh, don't hit Arri, but hit Otti.
Yeah. Apparently, I've got on playing favourites tonight. Right, so you take 8 slashing damage plus this is 4, 7 piercing and 18 piercing. So 18 plus 7.
That's right. I'll just take the 18. That's fine. I've done the 7 already.
Okay. There we go. So yeah, that's what you take. This UNC here is going to keep on attacking against you, Arrabella. 24 and 12.
24 hits.
Right, so you will take 6 slashing damage. This guy's going to attack you, Lepht. Ooh, natural 20.
I feel you've rolled a lot of crits tonight.
Minimum damage though. So you will take 5 piercing plus 8 poison.
Okie doke.
Right, the lions are down, so Lepht, you're up.
Okie doke. So bonus action rage.
Yep.
That is again. My attack's going to be against this one.
Very good. The one that Arrabella was almost killing.
So
That's a hit.
roll damage first plus rage.
So it's 9 piercing. So as you disguise just finish striking and biting into Arrabella, you bring your sword back and you cut into his back. He lets go of Arrabella. Turns around onto you. It looks like he's about to spit bloody venom at you. He's still alive.
Sorry, 2 seconds. Features. Okay. No, carrying on. So
Alright.
still alive. 26.
That's another. That's
I
another
think
hit.
that hits.
So yeah, just before he spits that venom around you, you spin around with your dagger and cut off his head. He falls
Fair.
down.
And then turning my attention to that one, I will move.
Arri Lepht steals your kill.
And
I'm
then
gonna look at you like, really?
I'm pretty sure that was the one I was attacking anyway.
Alright, so you turn around to the other one left.
Just all glory is shared in combat. Walks away. I'm facing this one, but I'm here for rage reasons.
No worries.
So I will be using my final attack action on that individual.
Okie dokie.
Ah,
Yeah,
so
that's
close.
a hit.
So close.
It's okay.
Another 10
Another
damage.
10 damage. Lovely. So yeah, as you rush by him, he swings at you, you duck underneath, and you cut through his midsection. You spin around and then you're in between them, side by side with Rennas. Right, Otti, you're up.
So, eyeing up this guy in front of me, I'm just gonna laugh and hit him with Herd.
Very good.
26.
That's a hit. That's definitely a hit.
13 damage. And
So
then
you beat away his weapon, cut into his chest. He's forced backwards into the rock.
then I'm gonna do another hit for another 26.
That's another hit again. You strike him again as he's pinned against the rock, creating a small crack in the rock behind him.
And I'll do one more for a 14.
14, he's still a hit because he's not wearing any armor.
For 8.
Lovely. You slash across his chest. He falls down onto his knees. He's very angry now.
I would like to bonus action use my shield to push him up against the rocks then.
Alright, is that an opposed strength check or something, or is it just something you do?
Oh, I don't know. It's a feat I had ages ago.
I think it's something she does from memory. She hasn't used it for a while.
Shield Master, isn't it?
Shield Master.
It's bonus action you can...
I can shove, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to shove it up against the rocks.
That's... roll a d6 for me. He takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage from cracking his head against the rock.
Haha.
And I'm going to try and hold him there.
He snaps at your shield with his large serpentine-like mouth. Oh, I forgot to mention. You wouldn't be looking at the Medusa, would you?
No, my concentration is on this guy.
Nice. Right, so it's the Medusa's turn, so... She is going to turn on you, Rennas. She's going to make 3 melee attacks against you. Oh. And 23.
23 hits.
So you take 4 piercing and 19 poison as she swings with her short sword, trying to get out of the way. However, her head lunges forward. She bites into your arm, and then all of her remaining surviving snake hair does the same. And you can feel the poison burn into your bloodstream.
Oh, I say as I uncannily dodge that shit.
Okay. Right, that is her turn. Russ, it's your turn.
Yeah, it looks like Rennas has the Medusa under control.
Yep.
Famous last words. How did Rennas die again? Wow.
I'm going to move up here past Arrabella, and I'll move to about here.
Yep.
And I see this guy up here, basically. It's just been kind of chilling there, and I'm gonna quadruple Eldritch Blast him.
Alright then, make 4 attack rolls against him. Hit.
Wow.
Hit.
Bad rolls.
Hit! They're still hit! They're not armoured!
Yeah.
So you can't miss apart from that one.
So that's 38 points of force damage. So he falls down from the rock, lands prone by the wagon.
I can't bonus action do anything really. Yeah, that's me.
All right, Rennas, you're up. Are you choosing to not look at the
I
Medusa?
am indeed choosing to not look at the Medusa.
All right, so any attacks against her are at disadvantage.
Yeah,
And
I
remember, you have
will.
inspiration.
I do remember I have inspiration. I will still take a swing with my. I've got the purple death out, so I'll just use that again, even though it's just a +3 dagger. So I will roll my +3 dagger.
That's still
22
a
to
hit.
hit.
That's still a hit.
Let's actually turn sneak attack off this time. 12 piercing damage. I suck up front on my own.
She pushes you away. Retreat! Get out of there!
There is no retreat for you today. And that's me.
Alrighty then. Verity. You come back into your normal self at the start of your turn.
Yay.
Wait, that's only one turn?
Yeah, it lasts until the start of your next turn.
Huh. I was quite enjoying being a plant. Aww. I guess I'll do another guiding bolt.
Sure, against who?
The Medusa.
No worries.
One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah! Sorry, it's like every time I click something, it has a delayed reaction, so I don't know whether it's like doing the right amount or not. It's rolling the dice. The dice is rolling. The dice is taking its time.
And that's a hit.
Cool.
You don't have to roll damage, Verity. How do you want to kill the Medusa?
As I come out of my beautiful succulent aloe vera form, I'll just be like, oops, and shoot her. And I imagine all the snake heads just kind of go. I'm gonna be like, what did they take from her? No, that's the thing. I was gonna be like, hey, what did they take from you? And then I just blow her up, so it's like, oh.
You see the snake heads fly everywhere. They scrivel around on the floor before dying fully, as all that remains of her is basically high-heel boots with smoking legs.
Free boots.
All legs are smoking in high heels.
Even mine.
Especially yours, Lepht.
Especially yours. Ah!
The Yuan-Ti will flee once the Medusa is dead. Do you guys want to take opportunity attacks as they flee?
Fuck I.
Yeah.
Indeed, and I would like to pelt them with arrows as they flee further.
Alright.
Am I allowed to shoot them? Because Lepht fucking stole my kill.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get away from you guys with the amount of damage you can output. How do you guys want to finish off the rest as they retreat?
I definitely shoot one in the back. I let him get about 100 feet away and just like nail him from 100 feet.
He goes down. Arri, how do you finish off one of yours?
I'll be shooting it.
Yeah. So through the back of the head, it hits into the ground. Lepht, I imagine you kill one that runs away from you.
Yeah, I just clothesline, but with a sword instead. And,
So the only one that
sword
remains,
into another.
the only one that remains is the one that Otti is pinning against the rock.
Make him punch himself to death.
How do you want to kill this
Why
one?
are you hitting
Otti?
yourself, you auntie? Why are you hitting
Yeah,
yourself?
like I've got like the shield up against his chest, and he's just like hitting himself in the face, like slapping himself to death.
With each progressive hit, you see less of a face and more of a puddle of jelly, until eventually the body just slumps down onto the ground, and you all take a deep breath as combat has come to a close.
I'm gonna turn to the dudes and I'm gonna be like, hey, what did you take from her?
What? Thank you. Ah,
He
You
said you
saved
were back.
us.
What did you take?
Glad we could
Oh.
help. Verity, calm down. These are victims, not interrogation subjects.
they believe
And then
that.
you would end up like these snake people. What did you take?
They believe that by travelling through their lands that we owe them tithes we refuse to pay.
Inside check.
Go right ahead.
Oh no, they have some Medusa eggs or something. I don't know what they have.
You just want a pet, let's be fair.
What are you transporting?
I'm just waiting for the inside check.
Yeah.
I kept rolling and it kept going to like intimidation. And it's like I don't want to scare them yet.
They're the guy who's speaking, a bald-headed, dark-skinned man.
Wesley.
He is clearly quite nervous and scared. You get the feeling that he is not being truthful.
He's not being truthful.
Yeah.
You have the Medusa eggs, I know it.
What? No, we don't have anything like that. No.
What did you
will
take
shoot
from the
you dead
Medusa?
now, sir. If you do not tell me what you have.
Okay. We stole an item from her.
Such as?
No shit.
Well, come, have a look. And he beckons you towards one of the back of the wagons.
Is it a statue of some poor
No,
guy?
I'm not getting lured by the promise of candy again.
But they always have the best candy in the back of wagons.
Also, you saying they were victims, I knew they were taking some.
They took it
I'll
from
let someone else
them.
take the lead
Well,
from here.
he's not waiting for you as he's sort of rummaging around the bag, and he brings out what appears to be a jar of some kind, like a vase sort of thing. It's only about that big or so. It's fine pottery. It does have a depiction of a Medusa on it, but it looks to be quite valuable, actually. It looks like it has some golden inlays and a few jewels in it. So it says, well, we took this from her because, well, honestly, we thought it was rather valuable, and well, she had allied herself with those damnable snake people who are fighting for that red calamity known as Goliath. So we thought we'd just take some. Things are pretty fucked up at the moment, and not a lot of money around these parts, and we thought we'd just try and take it, sell it on the side.
Very brave of you. I respect a
Looting
good,
from the
honest
enemy.
thieving.
Looting from the enemy, I can get behind that.
Hey, we really appreciate it. We're quite knowledgeable of the area. We can give you some tips and pointers about the immediate area, so you know what to expect.
That would be great.
Very
We'll
good.
give them like rough directions of where we're heading without saying anywhere specific. Yeah, we're heading over there.
Lovely. Well, the next group survivor role that you do will have advantage to it.
I'm sure I'll need it.
I'll just not face off to Wesley. I'll just be like, next time you steal from someone, make sure you can fucking outrun them, especially if they're on Goliath's side.
She makes a good point. And you've
Very good
changed
points, yes.
for the better.
Very good point, yes.
And could I also ask how did one of the carriages cast magic at us?
What?
Isn't that what happened?
No, that was a joke
Jack
from
was
me
joking.
being stupid.
Oh, no, so I didn't actually use a boundary spell. I thought it was
You did
genuinely
not use that
magic
spell slot now.
Did you actually mark off a third spell slot to counter the spell, the wagon?
Yeah, because I didn't know. I thought they were evil wagons. I was fully expecting some.
What
Yeah.
hallucinates halfway through a battle and
Sentient
counter
fucking wagon.
spells a wagon?
I don't
It's,
know how D&D works.
It's Italian in disguise.
It's
Fuck you,
just him.
Italian.
It's him lying down, holding 4 wheels with his hands and feet. It was me all along.
He
Just
just
being
rolled,
ridden
he
by a
rolled
bunch
really
of men.
high on his deception. He's hard to
look,
read.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility that someone could like true polymorph into a wagon and cast spells. But, not this time.
Not any time, Jack. Don't even think about it.
Don't worry, the entire world is actually a mimic in disguise.
Gonna eat
I
us
guess.
all.
Guys, I don't know if
Didn't
this is
know
a
it
good
could
time for me to head off, but I am exhausted and I need to wake up at 3:30 in the morning.
No worries.
Yeah, that's like 6
Fiona,
hours away. It's fine.
We'll fill you in on anything important that happens, but I suspect if we have the luck that you've had just now, there's going to be a lot more random encounters on the way. So
Yeah, well, feel free to use Russ as you please, and but try not to kill me. Oh, and also I want to wrap my little, because I don't like the flies eating my arm. I want to wrap it up in clothes or something.
no worries.
Because
Okay.
I don't want to be a fly, be full of fly eggs or anything. That'd be a bit gross.
No worries. Right, we'll see you later then, Fiona.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Bye.
Don't let Rich roll for grip rolls.
Always.
Yeah.
Travel.
All right. So Wesley and the remaining survivors give you all good points to the area. They thank you again for helping them. They're sad to leave their petrified friends behind, but they're too heavy to do anything about. So the remainder of them set off and continue on their destination, as you guys also continue on your way.
How far did the camels run off? Did we catch them?
They're not too far away. They're just sort of lazing around, really, just looking at you like unbothered.
Good, well-trained camels.
All right. So in any case, you guys are able to continue on for the rest of the day's journey, and you set up camp at the top of a rather large dune. The night comes pretty quick, and the heat very much quickly turns to blistering cold. Are you guys setting gold watch tonight?
Yes, most definitely.
Uh-huh.
Who's got first, second, and third watch?
I'll take the middle of the night watch with my dark vision.
I'll take whichever's lightest because I don't have that.
Wait,
Oh, I got goggles! I've got goggles in this campaign.
Yes, you do.
I can take
You
any
got
watch.
goggles.
I could do a dome.
Dome seems sensible. In fact, it's warm inside the dome, isn't it? Can't you manage the temperature?
Yeah, I can change the temperature inside the dome. I can make it so it's a certain color, so I can make it the same color as the sun.
Rennas is sat here shivering his arse off, going, "Hurry up, then!"
Well, give me
Verity,
2 minutes.
your prior experience in the frontier, you would know from experience that there are many creatures out here who sense vibrations through the ground and burrow underneath the ground, and the dome does protect against that sort of thing, just so you're aware.
As long as someone keeps their ear to the ground, we'll be fine from like the outside elements.
At least it's only one vector rather than a million. I say go for it.
True.
Alright.
And
So-
I'll just because I have to stay in the middle, I'll just keep my ear to the ground, keeping a sense for vibrations.
No worries. So, Otti, you sit down and you get out the cube. I believe you're going to show them how it works. Is that right?
Yes.
Or did you want to wait a few Did you want to wait a few more days first?
I think I'll show them how it works and how, like, with the mage hand that Verity was using, how it twists together. But if you do it for long enough, then you can make a beacon. But if we're also on the desert floor where there are vibrations, it doesn't say that it doesn't vibrate. It just says there's a light. So I don't really want to draw attention to us.
Okay. No worries. So Otti gives you all a quick crash course on what it does, and you can see all the various fine interlocking mechanisms of the cube. It honestly probably would take a smart person to figure out the specific combinations. Otherwise, you can just fiddle with it until eventually, you get something. Can I get a perception check from watch number 1, please?
I think that was me, watch number 1.
Okay. The height of the dunes that you are currently camping on. The night is cloudless. You can see the stars. You can see the moon, bright, all-encompassing. You can see off into the distance. There is a small little mountain range to the south, and before that mountain range, there is the small bioluminescent visage of a city, along with some outlying towns that you can determine is the frontier at night, far off in the distance. And it's interesting to see the sheer distance that you've travelled in a day. However, with your perception check, beyond noticing that, your watch is relatively quiet. They get a perception check from second watch, please.
During that
Yep.
watch, can I start making Slitter's horn into a goblet?
Yes. Make a
Or just like a shot glass or something?
make a tinker check.
I'm no good at those.
That would utilise your dexterity modifier, I believe. I mean, you could probably pour liquid into it. Might not keep it for very long, but it works.
Yeah, my priority is not making a hole in it, but just starting to just chip away at the top of it.
Yeah. It's going to take a while, you think?
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's just a funny little ongoing project.
Yeah. All right. So you wake up second watch. Can I get a perception check from them, please?
I kick
Yeah.
Rennas.
How dare you?
I quietly kick Rennas, try not to make vibrations.
17.
Okay. Rennas, throughout the night, you will feel and sense with your blind sense something move below you. But it appears to be simply in transit. It doesn't seem to have noticed that you guys are actually there.
Just like place my hand on my dagger, but
Just
then
like
move it away again once it starts moving past.
lasts about 5 seconds. It was an avoided miss.
Yay!
But beyond that, nothing of any note happens.
Happy.
You go and wake up the third watch.
Arri! There. I fall asleep.
Okay, perception. I don't know why I ever volunteered to do watches.
So, Arri, you're woken up by Rennas. You look up. A beautiful night sky. Full of stars. You go back to sleep. If anything does happen, you are not aware of it. Morning comes. You all waken. You consume your rations for the day. Arri, there is no game out here to be had. So you are relying purely on rations at the moment. And good berries, should you wish to cast
So
it.
tasty. Tasty little strips of dried meat.
Excuse me. Okay, so you guys set off once again. Can somebody else roll a d20 for me?
Yes.
Your second day of travel is quiet. And
Yay!
nothing untoward happens. You come eventually down after the days of travel. I just quickly rolled for the evening, so should you decide to whether or not you want to have watches, nothing actually would happen that evening. It's a relatively quiet night for you guys.
I mean, we would have watches every night out here. Just
Yeah,
to be clear.
yeah.
But yeah.
Are there any? Is there any people out here? Are we the only ones traveling backwards and forwards?
You have not met anybody out in this direction so far, except for the travellers you met yesterday.
It's lonely.
All right. Begin a third day of travel. Would somebody else like to roll a d20 for me?
Oops. You got 3.
Can you roll a d20 for me, please, Verity?
Oh dear.
I think Verity should be. No, Verity.
Oh dear.
Alrighty then. Let's see what this is all about.
If this is Goristros and Dragons, I'm really annoyed, Verity.
You come across a group of UNT being attacked by some wagon riders. They look like traders.
They're the wagons.
Oh, yeah. Okay, alright, okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Give me a minute, guys. I've got to set some things up.
That sounds ominous.
God's sake, Verity.
At least it wasn't my fault this time.
So, Verity, as you're flying on the broom, it's hot today. Also, it reminds me, can I get 2 group constitution saving throws, please?
So you need us to roll twice.
Yes, please.
Was one of them at advantage from those friendly guys that helped us?
No, that would be the next group survival roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled shit.
Right. So, if the first roll was shit, then you would have recovered your exhaustion because of the dome. Fortunately, because the dome is there, you guys can actually recover from your exhaustion. If you rolled below 10 or below on the second one, you have taken a point of exhaustion for this next part.
So I've still got my 1 level of exhaustion, but I don't get another one.
No. You recovered basically because you put the dome up on the first one. That you recovered from your first point of exhaustion.
Roger.
So
Okay.
if Verity says to me, "I'm not going to do the dome tonight," then you guys have to do Constitution saving throws for the evening as well. But this is a harsh landscape.
Awesome.
All right. So Verity, it's a hot day today. And as you're flying along the broom, you sort of coast upwards a little bit, and you're just sort of lazily just trying to take in as much of the air as possible. But you get the feeling the closer you get to the sun, the hotter it is, but the more the air kisses you, and it's like, oh, God, you can't make any kind of... You pick something up. Sound of heavy wind. Can I get a perception check from you, please? The sun is quite blinding. However, you can feel, or you can hear something is wrong. Something in the air. There's something that's making those hard beats. Ooh, who did we just lose?
Meg was like, fuck this shit.
Meg was scared of the flying thing.
I have no idea what happened.
What was the last thing you heard?
I think I literally heard all of it because I literally dropped out and then jumped straight back in. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
that's why I'm trying to figure out what actually happened. Weird.
Ah, okay. Oh man. Bear with me just a moment. I've got one tippy tappy little thing. Oh dear. What's going on here? Why is it not working? Ah, that'd be why. Hold on. Sorry. There we go. Sorry about that, Verity. So as you are trying to pinpoint where these things are coming from, suddenly you feel a massive gust of wind coming from above you that shakes you nearly off of your broom. You hold on to it and you look around and you can't see it. And then you hear it from to your left. You listen again, you look, and you can't hear it, but then that another massive gust of wind happens, and you're just holding on to your broom, you're looking all around you, and you just hear this, and you're just trying to pinpoint where this is coming from. And then you...
Can I first step onto the ground in front of
Yeah.
everyone, just being like something's wrong?
Yep. So, do you take your broom with you, don't you?
Yeah.
Very good.
No wild magic surge.
So Verity flew up into the air, and you guys weren't really paying attention because it's bright. The sun's up there. You don't particularly want to look at that. But then all of a sudden, she appears on the ground before you guys.
Yeah.
Looking up, being like, something's up there.
Can I get a perception check for anybody who'd like to look up there, please?
I would look up.
Oh!
Why did we waste that?
I do not join you.
Rennas looks directly into the sun.
It burns!
That's the sun, Verity.
Okay.
Rennas assumed Verity flew into the sun, and that's why Verity
See,
went away.
Rennas, you look up and you immediately get a good glare of the sun, and you're like, ah! Otti and Arri, you know to put your hand up first before you look upwards.
Nobody got time for that.
And as you do, you see something fast move in the air. Vroom. Something big. Something blue. And before you guys can even strike or react to it, it dive bombs down. Vroom. And I need you all to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Is this something I can see or hear?
Yes, you can see and hear it coming. I need to roll for Russ. It's good, 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 and just Russ. I'm just getting that shit now. And good. You guys are able to jump off or like direct your camels away as something huge lands in the ground, and as it starts beating its wings and creates this torrent of sand and dust flying everywhere, and it's blinding. you move away. The camels immediately bolt off, knocking all of you off onto the ground. You get to your feet as the camels are just fleeing away, and as you peer it, you hear this noise, this voice ring out. I found you. You look through the dust to see Vectra the Fast.
Wondering when we're going to bump into you guys again.
I summoned him for revenge.
Kill! As Vectra calls that out, there is another beat of wings, and you look behind you to see what appears to be a brass dragon coming down. But there's something wrong with this brass dragon. You can see his body has been twisted and blackened, almost with the taint that has infected the frontier lands. He doesn't seem to have much mind or consciousness about himself. It appears to be just a slave to Vectra now. As it lands on the floor before you, you guys find yourselves surrounded. Can I get initiative, please? I didn't expect this.
I'm sorry, but why is my initiative always ass?
Same reason mine is, even though I've got the highest dex in the fucking party.
Well, I swear, I always get single-digit initiatives.
Yeah, but I mean, I rolled a 9. It's only just a +6.
Man, I knew the frontier would be dangerous, but oh boy.
TPK. TPK.
Right, so we
Yeah,
got
breakfast
Lepht,
party.
Arrabella, Rennas, Verity. Just making sure. I don't think he has advantage on his initiatives. Doesn't look like it. One. Now for the outbrass. 18. Okay, so top of the round, the famous Vectra the Fast. Oh boy. Okay, so Vectra is immediately going to pounce around to here. Actually, before I do, I put you guys there as a thing, but in the sense that you guys are currently surrounded, do you guys want to be placed like that? Do you want to move your tokens before combat actually starts?
I'd suggest more of a circly type shape.
Yeah.
But I'd stay pretty much where I am.
Basically, your camel scarpled off, you fell down onto the ground, you get to the floor, and how you're standing is how you are. So I'll have Russ there. Okay. All right. So if that's the case, yeah, Vectra will
Me and Arri still are.
move
And me and you are.
to here, and he's going to breathe out with his lightning breath. So I'm going to need Otti, Russ, and Verity to make dexterity saving throws, please. So Russ succeeds, Otti fails, and Verity fails. Right, so Otti and Verity, you take 64 points of lightning damage, and Russ will take 32 points of lightning damage.
Possibly did, but you can only do it once, and then you've got to recharge it. I'll try and draw his attention. I can dodge a shell out.
Alright. Arrabella, it's your turn.
Okay, I can see Vectra as a fucker, and I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot him, and if it hits, it's going to be a binding arrow squib, because fights back, he is a dick. He is not.
As you fire the arrow,
text
he
book.
swings
You've got
his.
a textbook.
He swings his. He
we
beats his wings,
I
and
didn't
the arrow
have one,
just
so I haven't
flies
kept track of that
off
one up, but that's the only place she could have got it from. So I'm assuming she's finished it.
Yes,
I
as
think
you
we had,
fire
like, 5 days of downtime.
Who's finished what, Rich?
You had like 5 days of downtime. Oh, I'm not on mute. Sorry.
No worries. Yes, as you fire the arrow, he beats his wings, and the arrow flies off course, and that's a miss.
Okay, and I'll do another one.
That one's a hit. The second one beats past his arrows, finds purchase into his scales.
Okay, so it's going to be that one plus the d6 for Hunter's Mark, plus the 2d6 for Grasp and Arrow. And then if he moves, oh fuck, that's hell.
Fuck's sake.
And yeah.
Alright. So is that everything from you, Arri?
Mhm.
Alright. So at the end of your turn, Vectra is going to make a tail attack against Otti. As a legendary action. That's 30 to hit you, Otti.
Just a little bit, yes.
That's 12 bludgeoning damage towards you. And yeah, that'll be everything for now, yeah. Right, Otti, it's your turn.
Oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to bonus action mock him.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and get... Is he close to the ground?
Yeah, he's on the ground at the moment.
He's on the ground. Is his stomach close to the ground? Because I want to just cut him underneath.
Yeah, you can rush up underneath where his massive legs are and just sort of cut at his belly.
Yep, that's what I want to do.
Oh, I just lost anyway for one and roll 20.
Yeah. Roll 20 problem.
Ah, there you are. There you all are.
Yeah.
14 is a miss. 27 is a hit. 8 slashing damage. It's another hit for another 10 slashing damage. So as Otti rushes forward, her hair completely electrified, the first attack bounces off his scales, but then you find a softer part. And as you cut into him, you can see the bluish like blood with a bit of electrical sparkle happening out from his wounds start pouring down.
I would technically be up close to it. Would you allow me to move to the other side of him, come out the other side of the legs? So I'm just around the other side.
He's kind of technically, his back legs are kind of bounced off of the.
I was thinking more over like side to side rather than back to front.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Because I'm not going to be able to get underneath him. So I'll
that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to take another legendary action to do a tail attack towards you, Otti. Actually, no, this one will be towards the left because he has 15 feet of range on it.
Sure.
31.
Let me check.
11 bludgeoning damage.
That's a miss, so no, that hits.
Right, it is the adult brass dragon's turn. He's gonna stumble forward. He is going to fire almost like a fire beam from his mouth in a forward line towards Russ and Arrabella. So I'm going to need both of them to make dexterity saving throws. Wrong one. Let's get Russ up. Come on. You both save, so you'll be taking half damage of that's 13d6 fire damage. So 58, so it's half of that would be 25, 29. Yeah, 29. Yeah, 29 points of fire damage. Are you going to use absorb elements, Arri?
Yeah.
So that'd be quartered
I like being
then.
on fire.
That'd be quartered then. Alright. So it is Rennas' turn.
Cool. Rennas is going to draw his bow and take a shot at Vectra.
Yep.
And he's going to yell out to everyone to focus on Vectra, and maybe that'll free the bronze one. 18 to hit.
18, unfortunately, is not a hit. It fires and just bounces off of his hard scales. Ting, 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 ting.
Good old
coward.
one-shot, folks.
As cowardly as he is, Vectra is still an adult dragon, and as such has certain defences.
And then Rennas runs over here and hides behind a rock.
Okay, make a stealth roll. 28. Yeah, that definitely beats Vectra's passive perception. But at the end of your turn, he's going to use his last legendary action to do detect, to try and detect where you went.
How dare you!
So 28 is DC to beat. No, he cannot see you. All right then. Lepht, you're up.
Lepht has no experience fighting dragons, but can see that the brass
Dragon, yes.
is currently has no one taking its attention, so he will rage and engage.
Okay.
5, 10,
Everyone
15,
ignores Rennas.
20. Mark off a rage. And 3 attacks.
Alrighty then.
2,
Oh, nice!
3.
The third one will miss.
Fair enough. So 2 fair and 2 rages. So the first one would be 15 and 25 total, plus the 2s, so 29 points of magical slashing damage.
So how much in total, sorry?
29 points.
29 points. So this creature, as you rush up to him, you strike into him.
Mm-hmm.
And the scales themselves seem to, like, many of them are hardened, but other of them are just sort of brittle, and they smash under the impact. And you can see his flesh is rotted away on the inside, and whilst this creature is alive, he is tainted beyond life itself. And you know in that instant left that death would be a mercy for this creature.
Fair.
Alright. It is Russ's turn. I do not know what Russ would do in this situation. So he's going to use Quadruple Eldritch Blast on Vectra.
Sorry, no, never mind, redact. Ignore me.
Okay. Hit, miss. Sixteen. 30 points of force damage on Vectra. Okay. Right, Verity, you're up.
Well, so since I used it to get out of their way, how, because it lasts for a minute, How much time would I have left on Fire Step?
I'd say about 30 seconds left.
Okay, so that's about five rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna Fire Step out of here. So I can go 60 feet.
So you get to the farthest point of the map.
Yep. Because that breath attack took like half my HP.
Yep. Anything further than that, Verity, and I'll have to consider it as you're retreating from the battle.
Yeah. And then I'm going to... I will do a level 3 guiding bolt.
On
Vectra.
Alright then. 18, unfortunately, is a miss. He sees it coming, he's able to protect himself with his wings.
Which I say, to you!
Alright. Alright. It's Vectra's turn. He's gotten his legendary actions back. Rolling a d6. He's got his lightning breath back. Mhm. He is really pissed off with you, Otti.
I've barely touched him.
Cut him open.
I did like 20 damage. Russ did more damage than I
Yeah,
did.
but you've also constantly mocked him every time you've seen Vectra.
Good.
And he remembers this shit. He holds grudges. And he really hates Rennas as well, but he doesn't know where Rennas is at the moment, so you're the next one.
He will do in a minute.
Alright, so he is actually going to use his melee attackers against you. Now everyone's with 120 feet of him, so he's going to use his frightful presence. So can everybody you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
I'm pretty certain I have advantage against being frightened, but I can't
You
remember
do.
what thing it is.
Yeah, it's because you're a halfling, that's why.
I absolutely want to try Indomitable to try and get better than that.
Oh, good lord.
What did you need, sorry? Wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom save, yeah.
Why are none of us wise?
Oh, Russ. Oh no. Oh no. Everyone is frightened of Vectra, as he is very, very angry.
I'm also going to try Indomitable, sorry.
Yeah, do it Domino, that's good.
Worse, I'm more scared.
Oh no. Otti, you did Indomitable as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, no. Vectra is out for blood. He's been humiliated one too many times by you guys, and you guys can see it. Okay. So he's gonna round onto you, Otti. Just checking the frightened condition.
And which fighting condition it is. Do we have to run?
No, it just means that you have disadvantage on the ability checks and attack rolls where you can see the creature and you can't move towards them willingly. So he is going to make 3 attacks on you, 2 with his claws and 1 with his bite. So 2 claws, 22, natural 1, and then the bite. 20.
So they both hit.
Okay, you're going to shield that?
Yeah, actually, I've got a spell slot. I'll use shield.
Okay, so you bring the spell up, and then you can see him climb to claw and bite into you, but your shield holds and blasts him back. And then... He is going to move... Otti, you can take an opportunity attack. He's going to move over here. He's going to go.
I'm going to take the opportunity to attack at disadvantage.
Yep.
It was a proper girl squeal that I did as well.
Alright, that's his turn. Arrabella, you're up.
I'm just trying to find what CR rate in a direwolf is a sec.
3.
It's 3?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Why the hell have I been able to summon one before then? Because I can only summon 2 or lower.
Actually, I've done a wolf. They said it's 3.
Like, I think you may be right as well, because that's what I'm finding too. But I'm like, I've definitely summoned it
No,
before.
the challenge rating for it. Sorry, it's 1. It's 1.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna summon 2 Dalwoods then, which means I'm gonna drop Hunter's Mark because this is the new concentration spell.
Okie dokie.
She escapes and we can't track her. I'm blaming you.
Is Vector a
Oh,
ghost?
yeah, you've got the sheets for him, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Need mine. And then I'm gonna tell them to attack Vector as I am going to move kind of this way towards the.
So as they spring into existence, they look at you. You point towards Vector and just tell them to kill, and they just turn on Vector. Do they move on your turn or after your turn?
That is a very good question. Let me check the spell.
Some creatures. Roll initiative for them.
Oh, okay. Click on them. Click on their sheet.
If they roll low, it means they get to go this round.
Where's their initiative button? There it is. The little dice.
They're definitely going this round. Nice. Hey, Verity, you got something below you in the initiative order. Okay. Alright, Otti, it's your turn. You can't willingly get closer to Vector. Also, Arri, at the end of your turn, can you repeat your wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah. Oh, that spell didn't. I'm far too used to D&D Beyond, and the spell's automatically going. Wisdom save. Oh, yay!
You're still frightened of Vector. Right, Otti?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out. Because there's a wall here, would you allow me to kind of go round to come around the other side of the wall?
I mean, I'm going to allow you to go up and over the wall. You're strong.
How high is the wall?
I'd say about 5 to 10 feet or so.
Okay.
For an unskilled person, I'd call for an athletics, but you are the paragon of justice.
Yeah, fuck it. I thought this was like an actual ridge. I'll kind of come this way then.
Okay.
And kind of clamber over it. I'm kind of there. And I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to shoot a ray of frost at the bronze dragon, because I don't know what to do.
Okay, make a ranged spell attack at disadvantage, please. They definitely hit. 18 cold damage on the brass dragon. Very good.
And bonus action, I can make an attack. I'm going to hit the ground because I'm annoyed.
So as the ray of frost reaches out and hits the brass dragon, it gets it over the shoulder and up towards its neck and cracks. And you can see more of its flesh just rotting away, and seeing the demonic taint of the frontiers spread into his bloodstream and over his body. At the end of your turn, Vectra is going.
Can I redo my wisdom save first?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Please roll well. That's not rolling well.
No. Unfortunately, you're still scared of them. You'll do it. Yes. At the end of your turn, Vectra's going to make another legendary action to do a tail attack against Lepht, who's still just in range. 23.
Hits.
That is 14 bludgeoning damage, reduced to 7.
I'd like to. No, I'll take that. 7.
Sure.
5, 2, 1, 3, 8. Okey-doke.
Right, it's the adult brass dragon's turn. He does not regain his breath weapon. So he is just going to focus on the creature in front of him. He's going to make 2 claw attacks and a bite attack against you. 19, 15, and 25.
Hit, miss, hit.
So you take 14 slashing, plus 17 piercing.
Okay, so I will Stone's Endurance the second one.
Alrighty then.
I just need to check how much I need to roll. Okay. So that reduces it by 9, so 17 minus 9, 8, so 4 halved. Alright.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Rennas, you're up.
I would like to shoot Vectra.
Alrighty then. So you pop out from behind your rock and he's fucking scary! So just roll a simple attack roll.
Oh, this is pointless, me attacking Vectra. Oh well. I've said it now. I still
19
can't.
is
A 2 and a
just a
3.
hit. 19 is just a hit on him.
Oh, surely. Oh, let's find the bronze one. Okay, I will.
You can shoot the bronze one at
No,
advantage.
No, that's fine. I'll take a whole 11 points of piercing damage. I'm over here, you fucking coward!
I see you, morsel. Get ready to be turned to fried.
I'm sure me yelling at you helped you spot me, fucking moron.
Right. Any bonus actions from you, Rennas?
Nope, that's me.
You're not even going to stealth?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Alright then.
Bring it on, Vectra. Bring it on.
Okay. Lepht, it's your turn.
3 attacks.
Alrighty then.
Ooh, I'm still raging, so I don't need to reactivate that.
Rennas, could you repeat your wisdom saving throw?
Oh, yes, I can.
So
20.
as...
You save!
Woohoo!
Aha!
So, bonus action, I will Fighting Spirit.
Yep.
Because I don't need to reactivate Rage, that's already up. And I will take 3 swings against the Bronze Dragon.
This would be a disadvantage because you are scared of Vectra and you can still see him.
Can I still see him? He's kind of behind me.
He's a big fucking ass dragon. Yeah, he's there. You know he's there.
Fair enough. They're straight rolls because I have advantage. So
Oh, there we go.
1, 2, 3.
2 hits.
Nice. And I'm going to Action Surge. So
Nice. Go right ahead.
1.
Look at that maniacal laugh of his.
2. 3.
Another hit. So 2 hits and 2 crits.
And because there's a crit in there and I've Action Surged, I get my bonus action back. So I use the Great Weapon Master feature to allow me to make a bonus action attack. Because I've critted.
Okay.
Damn, not another crit.
Yeah, but that's still a hit though.
Lovely. So, how many hits were there? 1, 2,
do the
3
non-crits first.
3 non-crits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So that's 18. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. That's 30 damage from the non-crits.
Fantastic.
Now for the actual crits.
1, 2. So
4. So 8, 16. Plus 10, 26. And the rage is doubled as well. So it's 34 from the crits.
one-armed, but not harmless.
Hey. So as this creature buries its way into you, it starts clawing and biting into you, you're able to actually grab it by the head horns and you're able to lift yourself on top of its neck, and as it reels you upwards, you spin around and start striking into the back of its head, down the back of its neck, onto its wings, onto its back. It shakes you off. You land on the ground as the creature is very hurt from those barrage of attacks from you.
Dripping with blood, single-armed, and just for a brief moment, you're sure you can see a shadow of his other arm.
At the end of your turn, Vectra is going to make a tail attack against you, Lepht. Also, could you repeat your saving throw, please, against Vectra?
Indeed.
That's a fail. No, it's a success. You are not afraid of Vectra anymore.
Yay. 25 hits.
You take 17, reduced to... What is it?
8?
8. Yeah, 8 bludgeoning damage, yeah.
Cool beans.
Okay. It's Russ's turn. Does anybody look hurt?
Otti's not looking particularly healthy.
Lepht
Still
is
half
okay.
is fine.
Rennas is fine.
Okay. Right, if that's the case, he's going to do Otto's Irresistible Dance on Vectra. Use a 6th level spell. So that is Wisdom saving throw. Oh, no, it just happens, doesn't it? Yeah.
No, does it?
Yeah, no, it just happens, and then on his turn, he can make a wisdom saving throw to regain control of himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
At least I think that's what it says.
Yeah, because just as an action.
As an action,
Yeah.
a dancing creature makes a wisdom saving throw to regain control of itself.
Yeah.
Has to wait till his turn. Nice.
Alright, so as Russ points at Vectra, Vectra, who is very angry at Rennas, immediately starts tap dancing. Vectra's dancing.
Vectra the Dancing Dragon.
Verity, it's your turn.
Can he not do anything else whilst he's dancing?
No, yes, wait, he has to spend an action to regain control of himself. And when he, so whilst...
He can attack, but at disadvantage.
Disadvantage on dexterity
Dex saves
saves.
and attack rolls. And he can't move anywhere.
I know, I just don't want...
He's in a prime position to receive a disintegrate. Disadvantage.
That's what I was thinking, but like, what if he has legendary resistances?
You know he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we knew he did.
I just don't know if he can use them whilst dancing.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
it.
would have thought so.
I'm gonna aim for his wing with disintegrate
Alrighty then, so he's going to make a dexterity saving throw.
at disadvantage with the dance.
11. So he will use one of his legendary resistances to succeed on that.
Friggin' do it! Blue! Doom. That's fine. And
so
then
whilst he's dancing, he sees the beam coming down. He's like, "Rah!" He furls his wing in just in time for the beam to and hit the ground, creating a small ashen crater.
to you, I say, as I look like I'm about to fly towards him, but then side step 60 feet away and then continue to fly as fast as I can. So it's like, and then I go like 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to the other side of the map, just like, nope. I am scared.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Vetra's going to use his last legendary action to make a tail attack against the nearby dire wolf at disadvantage.
Do I get a wisdom?
Oh yes, you can repeat your wisdom saving throw. I believe 16 will hit the dire wolf.
It will.
You're still frightened of him, Verity. The dire wolf takes 14 bludgeoning damage. And-
6, 14.
Now it's the wolf's turn.
Okay, they are gonna storm him. Oh, do these guys have pack tactics? I
They
always
do,
forget
yes.
with my beast. They are both going to attempt to bite.
Right, they have advantage on the attack because of pack tactics. 12 is a miss. 17 is a miss, unfortunately. They reach
Damn.
up and they try to bite into him, but his scales are just too tough and they're just gnawing on pure rock at the moment.
That's
Alright.
fair.
Alright, it is Vectra's turn. So, Vectra is going to use his action to do a wisdom save throw against the dance.
Fail. Fail.
He doesn't have
you.
disadvantage to 27, so he's able to end the dance on himself. Does he get to... So he still has other actions. Who was the last person to hurt Vectra?
Russ?
No, Russ made him dance. I think I was the last one to hurt him.
Yeah, because you taunted him as well, didn't you? You goaded him.
Yep.
Alright, he is gonna ignore the wolves and come towards and bound towards you, Rennas. The two wolves will get opportunity attacks.
Are they still at advantage or no?
They would be because of pack tactics, yes.
Just like to double check.
That's a hit, and that's a hit.
Nom and nom.
Alright, 2 strength saving throws from him.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
13, 20. So yeah, they try to drag him down, but he's just too big, too strong for him. So he takes 24 piercing damage. Alright, and that's going to be the end of Vectra's turn. Arrabella, you're up.
Okay, so because Arrabella is afraid of him, she is going to go for the bronze dragon.
Alrighty then.
Bronze dragon. Oh, she wishes she could heal it because she does not like the idea that she's going to have to kill this thing.
It's a brass dragon, not bronze.
That's still, potentially good guy though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she will say as she's shooting, sorry, in Draconic.
19 is a hit. 21 is a hit. That's 15, 29, 32 points of damage against him. So the 2 arrows find purchase in some of the more exposed areas that Lepht made. He yells and screams out in pain, but you don't know if it's more the fact that the taint is hurting him more or you're hurting him more, but you can tell he's getting a lot sluggish. This dragon is comparatively weaker compared to someone like Vectra, who doesn't appear to be infected with taint.
I would be getting closer, and that would be my movement, and that is 2 actions and my movement.
Very good.
And I can't really do anything bonus action because I got beasts.
Very good. Okay, at the end of your turn, Vectra is going to make a legendary action to do wing attack. And this
Do I need to make a wisdom save?
Oh yes, please, yes.
Sorry, I was hopeful then. No need to be.
Alright. Rennas, can you make a dexterity saving throw? And Russ can make a dexterity saving throw as well. That is a fail, Rennas.
Well, of course, there's only got a plus 12, so I can't get above 17. That's just ridiculous. I'd have to roll above 5 for that.
So he beats his wings. And you are knocked prone. And you take 2d6. So add 7 to this. So you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are knocked prone. Russ is able to stand his ground. He's going to fly up and onto this side. Sort of kind of just like circle you like a was it a vulture? All right, Otti, you're up.
How hurt is this brass dragon looking?
Very hurt.
Oh, I want to beat up Vectra so badly.
Do it.
Oh, I can't get to him for a start.
Shoot him.
With what?
Dragon in the ring.
Pardon? What did you put in the ring? You put a counterspell in the ring.
No, I was just thinking because like the ring can take in spirits, right? We could potentially put the brass dragon in there.
I think we've already got a spirit in it.
Ulara's in there at the moment.
Ugh, fucking Alara.
Fucking Ulara, I know. I'm going to. I really don't know what to do. Oh, fuck this shit. I'm going to Ray of Frost Vectra.
Okay, make a ranged
Don't
attack
like
at
him.
disadvantage, please.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is a miss. You're trying to steady your hands. However, the fear is just overtaking you, and you fire it wide, and it just goes past Rennas' head.
And then I can come over here.
Yep.
And I will, as a bonus action, attack the bronze dragon.
Okay. Using war magic, right?
Using war magic, yes.
Yeah. That would be at disadvantage because you can still see Vectra, but that's going to be a miss anyway, so...
Okay. I'm going to stand next to the dragon.
Alright. At the end of your turn, Vectra's going to make a legendary action to do a tail attack advantage against a prone Rennas. 28. It's 11 bludgeoning damage. He's playing with his food now. Right. You can repeat your wisdom saving throw, Otti.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. I mean, I can try. No.
No. How many uses of Indomitable do you have?
1.
1. Okay.
I've got 0, so I can't. I have to roll a 17.
Alright, so the I'm going to roll d6 for the Brass Dragon. He does not get his breath weapons back. So he's going to make 3 attacks against 3 creatures in range. So we'll move there. So,
Otti, was that attack with HUD against the brass?
Yes.
Did you roll it at advantage?
no, because she had disadvantage because she could see Vectra.
Okay.
So they're straight up wrong.
Fair enough.
Right. Okay. Claws against Lepht and Arrabella, and then bite against Otti. So Lepht.
Miss.
Sorry, that's Vectra. My apologies. Different bonuses. 29.
Yeah, that hits.
Arrabella. 27. And Otti. 14. Right, so Lepht, you will take 5 slashing damage. Arrabella, you will take 18 slashing damage. Maximum damage on that one, actually, against you, Arrabella. That's not cool. Alright. Rennas, it's your turn. You are prone at the moment.
So Rennas will spring to his feet. And while midair, whipping out his purple death,
Yep.
which he activates and stabs him in the face.
Alright, make the attack roll.
My fucking god.
Ah.
Yep, and then I stand there like a cunt.
Is that a disadvantage, yeah? So you're taking the 17, right?
I only clicked it once.
You've got... Oh, no, you don't have inspiration, do you?
No.
That's run out.
So yeah, it would have been the 17. It should.
Sorry, I forget that. But I forget that Russ is a bard. Otherwise, he would have given you inspiration. I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, unfortunately, 17 is a miss. You spin in that precise moment, like feigning weakness, and you bring the dagger down. And you think it's going to take fine purchase, but a breath of lightning comes out and zaps your hand away. forcing you back, and now you just overcome with the sheer gargantuan size of Vector as he slowly towers over you. I'm going to enjoy this. At the end of
I
your
just stare back.
At the end of your turn, Rennas, he's going to take his last legendary action to do a tail attack against you. Actually, no. He's already done a wing attack, so no, he can't do it. He's already done his last legendary action. Lepht, you're up.
Repeating previous turns, so Fighting Spirit again. And 3 attacks against the Brass Dragon at advantage this time, thankfully.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Only the crit hits. Rennas, could you repeat your wisdom saving throw, by the way?
I passed it last time. I'm not scared.
Oh, did you? Oh, yes.
And because there's a crit, there's a Great Weapon Master too.
Yep.
Sorry, that should have been an advantage.
23 hits.
So non-crit. Shit, should have used that as the crit. Can I use that as the crit?
No, you declared it wouldn't be the crit.
Darn. Never mind, it's 13 anyway. And 2 rages.
So it's 13.
16.
15. 15.
Wait, did you rename your sword part of the tip because you lost an arm?
Yes.
It used to be more than the tip. Alright,
Finally someone noticed.
Lepht.
Yep.
How do you want to kill the Brass Dragon?
Just as he comes down with a bite, Lepht dips under, and with his sword goes straight through the neck, single-handed.
You can see sparks of energy just sort of come out, followed by a bit of gas from his throat. He hits down on the ground, the blood slowly seeping away from him, and in his last eck of life, you just hear, "Thank you."
Lepht doesn't really process that. He's in combat mode right now, and he's raging. Yeah. He is more wolf than man.
Yeah.
Spins around and gets on all 3s. His fist kind of in the dirt, holding his sword, and starts to charge at Vector as well.
Alright,
then. That's my movement. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. That's me.
Alright. It is Russ's turn. What Russ can do. Russ is going to use Mass Cure Wounds on everyone.
Everyone, including Vector?
No, all allies. All allies. So everybody gets 21 hit points back if you needed it.
That was exactly what I needed to be at full health.
And he's going to look at you, Verity, and say, "Hey, you got this. I know you can blow it up, just like you did with that Medusa." And he's going to inspire you.
That would be very encouraging if I wasn't shitting myself. I'm going to...
Oh, Ross is going to repeat his wisdom saving throw. He failed. Yeah, he's good. He's not afraid of Vector anymore. Verity, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to do a level 4 Blight on him. Which means he has to make... Right? Yes, DC 21.
29.
Still takes half damage.
Yep. Ooh, nice. So 46 is 23 points of necrotic damage against him. So that blight appears on his body. And you can see the wounds where he's bleeding, that bluish blood turns to like a blackish ichor. He's not happy about that.
I'm just gonna move over here. Get far away from the dragon.
And you can repeat your wisdom saving throw.
Cool. How much is the inspiration? Because I have a feeling I might need it.
I think it's D10 at this level, or at his level. You make it by yourself. Yeah, 19 is good. So you are not afraid of Vectra anymore. Alright. It is the wolves' turn.
Okay, so my boys be running.
Let's get him,
5,
boys.
10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Like, I'm pretty certain they're taller than Rennas, so
Yeah, they are.
yeah. And I don't think this one can get close enough, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and it uses action to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So flank as much as possible.
No worries.
And the one that did get there in one movement will attempt to bite
Okay.
for 14 and fail.
Yeah, he bites it, however, he just sort of whacks his wing and pushes the wolf away. Alright. It is Vectra's turn. He is not happy about this at all. He's going to move there. Rennas and the wolf can have an opportunity attack.
Rennas is going to take it.
That is a hit.
20 to hit. Oh, thank you, wolves, for coming over.
Oh, right.
Where's sneak attack go? God damn it.
Well, he needs to make his con save. So he makes his con save.
Boo.
So that's 11
Plus 21, 32, 64.
64 points of damage against him. So as he backs away, that's when you bounce off of the wolf, and you're able to launch the dagger into his face. You can see the poison go into his snout, his eye. He's very hurt from that. The wolf can have an opportunity attack as well. It's Megna, yeah. Unfortunately, that misses. However, Vectra is going to enrage. He's going to lower his neck. The electricity is going to pump outwards. Yeah, no, he's going to go for those three. So I need Russ, Lepht, and Arrabella to make dexterity saving throws.
That's fine.
Wait, was that me as well?
No, not Verity.
Okay.
Russ, Lepht, and Arrabella. So Lepht fails, Arrabella and Russ succeeds. So Lepht, you will take 78 points of lightning damage.
Fair.
And Russ and Arrabella will take 36 points of lightning damage. Is that right?
For half.
39. 39 points.
I am actually going to absorb this one.
Very good.
And take 19 instead.
Alright, and then he's going to take to his wings and he's going to fly upwards. That second wolf will have another opportunity attack as he flies straight upwards.
There we go. Too many sheets.
15 is a miss. As he flies upwards and away, he's going to say, "Damn you! You won't see the end of me! I will get you one day!" And he's going to fly as fast as he can, which is 120 feet. And then he's going to use his bonus action to make a dash. So you can't get any closer to Rennas. And he's going to fly and fly and fly, and he's going to leave the map.
Fair.
You all take deep breaths as you see the blue streak lightning of Vectra fly off into the sunlight, leaving you all in its dust. And combat has come to a close.
Fuck's wrong with you people? I shouted one thing, attack Vector, ignore the bronze dragon, and I'm soloing Vector on my own. Attack Vector!
He had 33 hit points left.
Rennas is pissed.
And Arri is going to turn to you and just be like, he was in fucking pain.
And maybe defeating Vector would have stopped it. You don't know what the fuck it was working.
I just suck.
Yeah, I mean, I missed like 4 attacks on him, which was fucking ridiculous. I needed to roll a 4 to hit him. That was it.
I'm just really sad the one chance I get to roll advantage against being frightened and I fucking fail. But, combat.
It doesn't help that we don't have 240 feet maps, because I can still hit him with a longbow at 240 feet. Just saying.
Yeah, I suppose that's the case. But I don't want to make that big maps because it's slow. Because I made a big map once. And
No, yeah, I know. I know.
I made a big map once and everybody hated it.
Nobody hated it. They hated the
hated it. So yes, as Vectra flies off, and you guys are able to catch yourselves and tend to your wounds, your electrified, fried wounds. The corpse of the brass dragon remains behind. And left, you're able to, in that state of calming down, you're able to comprehend what it said to you in its last moment.
Oh, just to relay as well, like, for those morally inclined, the brass seemed to thank me when it passed. It seemed to have been suffering. I agree, if I had any knowledge of this Vectra, that they were the target, but I did not want the brass attacking our softer allies.
Ever so slight glare from Arrabella there, because she doesn't consider herself soft, despite the fact that she is.
I could pick you up, small one.
And I could fucking pick you up, you big jerk.
Bow wow.
I do not doubt your ability.
Actually, now you've lost an arm.
And yet,
I'm gonna
all the capable warrior.
just gonna go check the brass dragon, muttering under my breath. Just to see. Oh.
Sorry about that.
Okay. It's okay. Just to see if, like, you said it was a taint, wasn't it?
Yes, the demonic taint that has infected the frontier lands seemed to have made its way into this creature. This could have happened in any number of ways. Maybe the brass dragon was trying to find a way to stop the taint from spreading and got infected himself. Maybe he was hibernating and the taint made its way into his lair and got him like that. Or maybe he was attacked by the resurgence of demons in his land. Anything could have happened. But it would seem that even dragons are unable to resist demonic taint once it gets inside their system. And to see such a noble creature fall to such madness, to such evil, it's a horrible, saddening sight, and you can only imagine what various people would have experienced in the war against Argonef. As you know, as you remember or you recall when speaking to Ashoska, how the Sphinxes were dominated and affected by the taint themselves, and various other races and creatures that were normally good, peaceful creatures that just happened to be a little bit too connected to nature got tainted themselves. And just another reason in a long list of reasons as to why Argonef must never come back and why the king and Edgar must be stopped.
Kill them all!
Well, if there's anything else you guys want to do in this area, you spend a few minutes looking for your scared camels. They've huddled together underneath a nearby singular tree. You're able to rein them back in, mount them up, and continue on your journey. And that's where we'll call it a session, guys.
Fair.
And we travelled away, travel.